Become sitting, and I want you to sit comfortable any way you like. Yeah, so if you feel like you want to be in diamond shape for the practice to start with, or you need to have the legs more further apart, please feel free however you would like to sit. And then we bring our hands into prayer pose. Long deep breath. We're bowing our head to baby. Well, some of you maybe have babies in there, twins or more. And we tune in with the sound Om. Inhale deeply. Om. Om. Inhale and exhale. So gently open your eyes, bring your hands around your knees. And just for the beginning, I want to have an emphasis on our breath. Yeah, we go into what we call the cosmic breath pattern. So we will arch our spine. We inhale through the nose. And then we exhale through the open mouth, rounding back. Inhale through the open mouth. Exhaling through the nose. Inhaling nose. And exhale, open mouth. Inhale, mouth. And exhale through the nose. Now keep this pattern going for yourself while you're arching and rounding your spine, moving your pelvis forward and back, creating more flexibility in your spine and your heart center. And we stimulate right now our first energy center at the base of our spine, also our perineum. So I want you to have a focus on it while you're breathing powerfully. Yes, that you're stimulating within yourself the earth element. Because when we are pregnant, the earth under our feet is changing a lot. Yes, and we need to find our own grounding, our own centeredness every single day. And some of you know, the more pregnant we become, the more uneasy we become with our balance maybe. So connecting with earth in the beginning is always very, very helpful. So and while we do this breath and this movement, we're bringing the energy from our perineum all the way through our spine, especially into our heart center and into our lungs, where we want it, because we need a lot of air, and the heart center, for the heart center to open. For that to happen, we need the trust from our first energy center. So it's always good to start here, arching and rounding. Imagine you have your baby on a little swing, and you're going forward and back. Just a few more times. Stay with your breath pattern. Good. And then gently come into the center. Close your eyes for a moment. Inhale through your nose, exhale, open mouth. Two more times. One more time. So throughout the session, I will give you a breath pattern that works for me. That does not mean it works for you. Especially when we are pregnant, sometimes the reverse breath is easier. So, and we are all different in different stages of our pregnancy, different bodies. So I want you really to honor yourself. That's the most important thing in a prenatal session, that you listen only to yourself and your baby. Yeah? So bring your legs out into diamond shape. And then from here, hands are below your knees. You inhale, you arch forward, you exhale, you round. Inhale. Or like I said, if you want to do the reverse breath, feel free to do so. So what I'm doing right now, first I activated your earth. Now I move into your second energy center, which governs your bladder, your reproductive organs, part of your kidney area. And when we are rounding our spine, we are pressurizing the kidneys and the adrenal glands. So we all need to know that the kidney glands are actually our relationship glands. If there's anything not working in the way we're relating with our primary partner, that will have an effect on our kidneys. So I want you to just fully round and arch so that we release anything that might be in your way, to be fully present with your partner. The kidneys are also the harbor of our fears. Maybe there's a fear that needs to be released. And then reverse the direction. On top of your kidneys, and they're like fist-sized little glands, are your adrenal glands. The adrenal glands are associated with how we relate to our outside world. And they are the harbor of our stress. So they are really, stress can implement more on our fears or vice versa. So this movement helps you really to come back to balance and to health, just by breathing, rounding and arching consciously. You can keep your eyes closed if you feel like. You can keep your eyes open, whatever works best for you. We're moving the water, second energy center, home of our feelings. Good, and then slowly come into the center. Now I want you to close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, open mouth. And even wiggle your jaw a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. So this wiggle of the jaw is really important, because when we give birth, we never want to be tense here. This region is connected to your cervix. So when you're uptight here, your cervix will have a much harder time to open up. So practice in all of your prenatal sessions to relax your jaw. Yeah? Good. And then we bring our right leg out to the side, left heel towards the groin. So here it's important to have our right foot really flexed, that we're activating the life nerve, so that not too much gets on our nerve. Right hand on top of our right foot, left hand on top of the right. And you inhale and you look into your left palm. And exhale, you fold over just as much as baby allows you to. Inhale and exhale. So what we're activating right now is the space around our heart center. And I like to look at the heart as, with its 4 chambers. That one chamber is for love, one is for compassion, one is for patience, and the other for understanding. And especially when we are pregnant, we need all these chambers, especially for ourselves and our loved ones around us. And then later to raise a child. There's a lot of love, compassion, understanding, and patience required. Good, we do 3 more of these. And then from here, I want you to switch the position. You will bring your left hand behind you. The inside of your right foot comes onto the ground. When we are in a regular yoga class, often we stay on the heel, but in prenatal, I prefer you have the inside of your foot on the ground. You come up onto your knee and you stretch all the way. You come back sitting down. You reach for your toes. So I like to inhale into this, exhaling into the stretch. Inhaling, coming, sitting down, exhale, folding over. And it's a nice stretch for our gallbladder meridian that runs on the outside of our body. And the gallbladder is always seen as the sister to our liver. And the liver is our planning organ. And when we are pregnant, planning is big. Yeah, and the gallbladder and your little spleen help you to decide which decisions to be made. So everything we do in prenatal yoga has a reason. Will have a special effect, so to speak, on your body and with it on your baby's body. Let's do 3 more of these. And last one. And then gently come back sitting. Bring your right leg in. I want you to take a moment to just breathe and be. You might feel your heart beating a little bit more. That's normal, that's good. Yeah, but we also want to regulate it again. Inhale through your nose, exhale, open mouth. 2 more times. And you might be aware of how your right side already feels different than from your left. So now we just simply switch. Hold on to your left toes. Inhale and look into your right palm. Exhale. Now I give space to my liver. All our organs internally, the further we are moving in our pregnancy, just imagine how all these digestive organs and systems inside of you are being pushed to the side and back. Yeah, they need space. This is a great posture to give space to your liver, which is your largest glandular detoxification organ inside of you. It has a lot to do right now. All the systems within you are producing this miracle inside of you. Let's do 3 more of these. And then we will switch after this one. We inhale up and exhale. Remember, please, to come on to the inside of your left foot. Your balance will switch when you're pregnant, and I want to make sure you're safe here. Find your own breath pattern. Do 3 more. And if 3 is too much, you're just taking a break. It also depends how we feel, how far we are into, how big our baby is already inside. Last one. Good. Then we come back sitting back into diamond shape. Inhaling deeply, exhale completely. So I still want to keep our body on the ground to stimulate the earth within us, yeah? To create a strong foundation from which we can then act. And that's what we do a lot when we are pregnant or later on. There's a lot of action going on. But if it comes from a strong foundation and we are more centered, it will be more balanced. So I want you to bring your hands into prayer pose. You inhale forward, lean forward from your hips. So there's no rounding of your spine. You're just leaning forward. Inhale, bring your arms around. And then exhale and arch back. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We do 2 more times. This is a great posture, like when we experience heartburn. So we're making space for solar plexus, creating the space we need here. And then we inhale up. And from here we're going into a twist. I bring my right hand behind me. I look over my right shoulder. So with twisting, when we are pregnant, we want to be especially sensitive and careful. Yeah, for some, a good stretch is still working because you're not that far into the pregnancy. But if baby is bigger, baby doesn't like this that much. So you go just to your own liking. Inhaling up and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time to each side. Inhale up. And exhale, sweep through your auric field. Rest your hands again below your knees. Straighten your spine just as much as we can when we are pregnant. And settle. Let the energy settle for a moment. Good. Now we bring our heels closer to the groin. So I want you to interlace your fingers and wrap them around your toes. Sometimes our babies are far too big to do this. Then you're out here and you can rest your hands here. Whatever is possible. In this one, I invite you to close your eyes because I want you to focus on your perineum, the space between your rectum and your genitals. Imagine you inhale through the nose, and you channel the exhalation out of your perineum. So that you're training yourself when you go into labor to focus, to bring the breath deep down. Yeah? So you inhale, exhale. As if you're exhaling into Mother Earth's belly. This is a great posture for your nervous system, for centering, to open up the hips. It's so simple and has so many benefits. A young pregnant woman who's ungrounded trips and falls easier, is more scattered in her thoughts and in her thinking, can create a lot of internal turbulence. So we want to prevent that, and these postures will all help you to do so, because every time you connect with your earth element and with Mother Earth, you're creating centering within yourself. And your baby will feel it, because your breath is changing. Baby will feel the change in your breath pattern. Your nervous system slowly calms down, so will baby's nervous system. Right now, as long as you are one, they feel everything. Good, last 3. And because I just said that, I also want to clarify something. Yes, they do experience everything that we feel. But don't be afraid. There might be times in your pregnancy which are challenging and not easy, and you're really concerned that your baby has to, live with that. Trust that this soul that comes through you comes for you and is prepared to deal with whatever you're going through. Yeah, otherwise there are millions of opportunities to go into a different womb. Yeah, but this soul was really searching for you. So trust that whatever you're experiencing, your baby can also handle. So there is no reason for guilt or shame or too much worry. Yeah, just be present to you are one right now, and that's for a purpose. And that you can fully trust into that space. Your little teacher is growing inside of you, yeah? And that little teacher knows exactly why he or she picked you, or they. So bring your right foot up now. You hold on to your right ankle with your left hand. Right hand goes below your right knee, and we're just rocking gently from side to side. Preferable your face stays forward, and you're just rocking gently. We're furthering stabilizing our nervous system in this movement, opening up our hips. And when we look at this posture, it's rocking. Baby love to rock. It's soothing. Something you will do later on, once baby is here a lot. It's a motion that's calming them. You can do this for 1 or 2 minutes. So beautiful. And then close your eyes and go inward and just imagine the little one inside. The baby's in its own little bubble of safety and absolute security, being fed. It's growing, maybe part of the ears or the eyes right now, or hair is growing. So amazing if we imagine that. Good, and then we come to center. And we just gently switch our legs. one side can feel a little different than the other. That's normal. And close your eyes again, go inward if you like. It's interesting when we imagine that right now you are actually creating a relationship for life. The two of you have a bond for life. That's really a big thing if you think about it. And while baby is in your womb, it exchanges its DNA with you. That's why we are so tuned in to our children. Good, and then we come to center. And we place our left heel back in front of the groin, right leg in front. Straighten our spine, keeping our eyes closed. Placing our hands on baby. You might be able to tune into baby. Sometimes we are not. I want you also to know that sometimes you go through the day and think, oops, I'm pregnant. You totally forgot about it throughout the entire day. That's also normal. Yeah. So just never make yourself wrong. It's not worth it. Sometimes we feel connected, sometimes you're not connected. Oh, there are mothers who are not connected throughout the entire time of the pregnancy, and then baby is born. And then the connection is there. For some, it's even the opposite. We never know. But just trust. Good, and then from here we bring our hands onto the ground in front. I want us to come up onto our left knee. Our right foot goes out to the side. And it would be nice to have the right heel in alignment with our left knee, if possible. If it doesn't feel safe, you just move it any way you like. And then we bring our arms up, so we create a triangle with our thumbs and our index fingers, the pointer fingers, over our head. Yeah, for here I ask you to keep your eyes open, please. This is your inhalation preferable. Exhale and open to the side. Inhale and exhale. I want you to go slow in this movement because we go into expansion, into the opening of our first energy center. You do one more. And then we bring first our fingertips onto the ground. We swing our right leg around. Before we go to the other side, I want you to bring your hands more in front of you. So the hands are not under your shoulders in this posture. Yeah? You lean your entire body into your hands. You move your hips to the right. Allow your head to hang. And then move with your hips to the left. Come forward to the right. I invite you to inhale through your nose. Exhale, open mouth here. Allow yourself to moan and groan. We are breathing and toning our babies onto earth. And the more guttural your sound is, the more the cervix can open. We reverse the direction. Breathe especially into those parts that you experience as being a bit tighter, where you feel a restriction. Your knees have to be baby width apart. You do 3 more rotations. Slowly bring your hands back close to your knees. Bring your left leg out to the side and we repeat the side stretch. Thumb tips, index fingers touch. Inhale and exhale. Do 2 more. Good, and then we bring our fingertips back onto the ground. Left leg comes around. You walk your hands towards your knees. Curl your toes under. Make sure your legs are more than baby width apart. Walk your hands closer in. Bend your knees and then roll up like a rag doll. 1 vertebra at a time. Good. Hands onto baby and just take a moment to center yourself. It could also be that you pause the video for a moment and you drink a little bit of water. Good. I want to create now, and this will be our last asana, a strong connection to the earth and to the heavens with our warrior breath. Yeah, of these we will never do more than 5 repetitions, please. It could be that 3 is even enough. So I want you first to look at me before you join me. Your feet will be wide apart. On the inhalation you gather from the earth. And then you exhale, you open up. Inhale, reach for the heavens. Pour the energy from the heavens back down and in. Inhale and exhale. Feel your strength as a mother. Inhale. Be present that you're guided. A lot of oxygen is coming into your brain, so you have to monitor yourself. Take a break if need be now, otherwise join me for 2 more. Last one. And then come into receptivity mode. Arms are by your side, palms are facing up. Keep your eyes open, that's crucial here. Inhale through your nose, exhale, open mouth. take a moment before you move, yeah? You might feel your heart beating. I feel my heart beating, so I bet you feel yours too. And when you're ready, you walk your feet towards each other. Hands come back to baby, or if you have two in there or more, the babies. And now when you feel safe, you can close your eyes. Let baby know it's totally, the little one is totally safe in there. All is good. And then from here we come sitting for meditation. And that will be the conclusion of this session. So I want us to, there's a beautiful breath and meditation that we can use. It's called the AMRITA breath. And it can be translated to the nectar. And I like to relate to it as the nectar of aliveness, vitality. Especially when we're pregnant, we want to get so much prana, life force into our body to nourish the two of you. So you bring that energy in, but then you're also giving over. And I think for us women and mothers, so much it's about receiving and giving, and to keep that equal would be wonderful. So we can practice this in our breath. We receive and then we give. We let in and then we share. And it becomes the cycle of life, which we are moving into. And we also move into it with our fingers. So I like for you to have all the fingertips touch. That means in this moment, all your elements within you are balancing each other. The air balances the air, the ether, earth, the earth, water, the water, fire, the fire. So when we hold this mudra just in front of our baby's home, and then we inhale through the open mouth like. From here we bring our hands into prayer, into the lotus. We pass above in front of our throat center. We come to our mouth. And then from here we open this mudra up and we are giving over by exhaling through the nose. So we're inhaling here. Drinking the nectar of life and then giving over. And you can also imagine what is it that you want to bring in and what is it you would like to let go of. Yes, pregnant women, we are also being born into a new form of womanhood and being born as a mother. So we will shed also our skin and grow new skin. So what is it you need to let go of? And what is it you like to bring in? We do our last round. And then we place our hands back on baby's arm. The energy from your hands goes now through your clothing, through your skin, baby's placenta, into your baby. A lot of warmth is being transmitted right now. The feeling of being held and supported. And be present to the oneness. Right now, 2 hearts are beating inside of you. Good, and then from here, we bring our hands into prayer pose. And we tune out with Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. I hope that you really feel more centered after this practice, more calm, and more graceful and joyful in your heart. Thank you for joining. Namaste.